Ahoy, this is Zdenka. This is what we will do in this video. I've got tips and tricks for filming cinematic video with a smartphone, all handheld, camera settings, moves, filming, color grading, all in one place. Let's face it, many times we are out and about having only a smartphone in our hands. You will run into perfect weather, a beautiful location that you want to capture the best way possible. Am I filming at noon? Nope. Am I filming with the sun in my back? The most cinematic look right from the start you will get if you film either early in the morning, sunrise is the best, or later in the afternoon all the way until sunset. Never skip fog or mist, as that is cinematic goldmine creating atmosphere and depth. Why am I not filming with the sun in my back? Having sun in the back gives you a very flat looking image. There is very little contrast, and many times you will see your own shadow in the shot as the sun is very low. If you, however, turn against the sun, you will get beautiful moody shadows, silhouettes, and sparkling sun. You may be wondering, it looks cool, but how did you get it to look like that? There are two things you will need. Skip the native camera app, even though it's good. Get a free app called Blackmagic Camera that allows manual controls. And if you can, get yourself a VND filter. VND filter is small, you can absolutely carry it in your pocket. It makes a huge difference in the way the video looks, as you get the natural motion blur. I'll link a few options below the video. Let's dial in the settings that you can save as preset. In the Blackmagic Camera app, hit Settings. In the first record page, I have resolution set to 4K. Color space is set to Apple Lock HDR, as it saves all details in highlights and shadows. In camera page, I have lock white balance on record enabled. I also have lens correction enabled. Let's go to LUTs page. Here I have display LUTs enabled. LUT selection is Apple Lock to Rec 709. Record LUT to clip. If you want to record the conversion LUT, which is Rec 709, directly to your video, so you don't have to do that in a post, you can have that enabled. I'm optioning out in this video for not have it recorded directly in the video, as I will apply that LUT in the post myself. Once I have that conversion LUT applied in the post, then I will color grade it further. So this is all when it comes to settings. Let's hit camera interface. My preferred frame rate is 60 frames per second, as I can leave it in the real speed, or I can also slow it down in the post for a dreamy smooth shots. If I didn't have a VND filter, I could just film in automatic mode. I would just expose for the highlights, lock the exposure, and I would start filming. The shutter speed would be very high, so I wouldn't get the natural motion blur. This is why I will use VND filter. Before I put it on, I will select 1/120th shutter speed and lock it. I will also bring ISO to the lowest possible. Each lens will give you different lowest ISO. The main camera, for example, has 54 as lowest ISO possible. I will then add VND filter and darken it to get a perfect exposure. I will also set custom white balance and lock it. The only other two settings I like to enable is grid to help me to keep horizon straight and stabilization. I generally like to use cinematic, but if I really need steady shot, I sometimes option for extreme. Now that I have everything set, I can actually save it as a preset in the settings. Every time you are filming, think of the variety of shots you can achieve. Don't just film wide landscape. Think of 3 types of shots you should always aim for. Wide shots to establish the scene. medium shots to focus on a subject within the scene. The third type of shots you want to focus on as well are close-up and detail shots. And here comes another important tip if you will be filming with telephoto lens, such as 5x. The movement has to be extremely slow. Notice how slow my movement is. If you end up with footage that is still shaky, you can always slow it down to get rid of most of it. Here is another tip for achieving really cinematic shots. Shoot in layers for depth. Frame your shots with a foreground, midground, and background. Let's dive in deeper and explore shots that help you achieve the same results. In this first shot, I am just panning sideways. I decided to lock the focus on the foreground objects that are the blue chairs. The far background is blurry, but since it's such a deep far background, it is giving us a sense of depth, the space. In this shot, I'm just using gate that is now open as a foreground. Before I hit the record button, I made sure I focused on the far background and locked it. Another example is here. A woman is sitting on the bench enjoying sunrise. This is slow reveal. I am just using rocks in a foreground to create the extra layer. The last shot is quite simple. All you need to do is find branches with leaves. Here I'm just using leaves to create a framing in the shot since the sky is so empty. There were no clouds and unfortunately the sun was quite red as we are dealing with many forest fires this summer. Whenever you are about to shoot another clip where you use movement, ask yourself, what is the purpose? Here are some examples to help you understand better what I mean. Let's film a transition. In this first shot, I'm just panning to the side, filling up the frame with pole. In the next shot, I continue the same movement, starting from pole, revealing the scenery. Always make sure you lock focus on the far distance. The purpose of this long shot is to show off the whole location. This is the main beach. As it is early in the morning, it's empty. However, throughout the day, it's full of people. It gets quite busy. The fun filming part is done. What will make the footage look really cinematic is proper color grading. And that is the key. The raw footage might look a bit flat, so we need to enhance the colors. Boost the warmth and saturation in the oranges, pinks, and yellows of the sky. Add a slight coolness with blues or teal to the shadows to create color contrast. Just don't overdo it. The very last and the most important part is here when it comes to video editing, and that is sound design. When you film with a smartphone, the microphone will pick up wind noise. Remove it. Add a cinematic music track that matches the mood and layer in high-quality sound effects like gentle wind, birds chirping, to make the scene feel immersive. If you are brand new into smartphone filmmaking and you're finding that all of this is a little bit too overwhelming, I have smartphone filmmaking course available that I will link below for those interested. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in one of those next. Ciao, ahoy!